All right, guys. So some good news to talk about here today, as this is a follow-up on the viral trailer, Everything's Gonna Be All White. Okay, that has got a whole lot of backlash because of the overt anti-white racism that is perpetrated in this trailer. And guys, let me tell you, this right here is really just propaganda from the mainstream liberal media in order to divide us as a country. But I am happy to say that it is not working, okay? Because if you guys look up any of the reactions to this trailer, you're gonna have a whole lot of black people, right? And not just black people, but just people in general, right? Of all different races and colors, talking about how much they don't like this, right? They don't like overt racism towards white people, right? I don't know why, for whatever reason, the left and the mainstream liberal media, they're trying to make that cool, right? They want to act like they're race crusaders and that, oh, we're fighting against racism. But by the way, we're going to be overtly racist to a certain group of people, okay? I don't understand how you can make that make sense while at the same time claiming that you're against racism. And I think that a majority of the American people, right, regardless of your race, have picked up on that, right? They picked up on the contradiction there. They picked up on the hypocrisy coming from the race crusaders on the left, the people that have made a living race hustling, that they claim to be against racism and fighting against racism, but yet every time you look, they are simply the most racist people in this country. And I think that this trailer, right, and all the paid race hustlers in this trailer are a prime example of what I'm talking about. Right? The good thing is that the American people, we aren't falling for this. Okay, we aren't going for this. And again, the good thing is that this is actually, I think, in my opinion, uniting people against this type of hateful content. Right? As the trailer for Everything's Gonna Be All White has about 2.5 million views now. Okay, they've been forced to turn the comments off of it. Okay, because again, of all the backlash they've been getting, Showtime turned off the comments. Again, you should let the comments stay up there. Why produce some content and then turn off the comments? I don't understand that, right? If I put out videos that you guys didn't like, okay, I put out videos where I've had opinions that you guys say, hey, you know what, Greg, you're wrong on this. Okay, you're wrong. I don't agree with you on this. I'm never going to turn off the comments. I will never, ever, ever turn off the comments on a video or remove your ability to see the likes and the dislikes, okay? Because I am not afraid of criticism, right? But apparently Showtime is, as it has 2,000 likes and about 89,000 dislikes. Again, nobody likes this, right? Nobody likes this, no matter what color you are. And this also is going to carry over into the first episode of this show, and we're going to watch a little bit of it, and we're going to talk about it. But first, let's actually go to the critic reviews, as there's actually no reviews, right? No critics have reviewed this yet. I wonder why, right? I wonder why they haven't reviewed this yet. But there have been some audience reviews, and I want to read a bit of them because, again, I think it kind of shows you generally how people are feeling about this racist propaganda here. As one person says, David D says, so bad that you could watch the first episode on YouTube for free. I guess they wanted to get people interested in their show. But after watching this, I feel disgusted at the filmmakers, and I'm not even white. This movie is insulting to humankind. This is meant to divide us further, not unite us in a common mission of loving kindness with one another. Awful idea. People convince themselves this sort of stuff is intellectual or radical, but it's just spillage. How does Showtime approve this hateful and bigoted series? How does this make anything better? Assuming there are people who believe every word of this, do they think it's going to win people over to their side? I am hopeful in that I've seen nothing but condemnation regarding this series. I cancel my Showtime subscription, and hopefully others do as well. It saddens me that we are this divided. What's next? A show about evil heterosexuals, unhinged religious people. We have to do better than this as a society. Yeah, you know that's coming next, right? You know that's coming next. There's a whole lot of heterosexual hate out there, okay? And there's definitely a whole lot of religious hate out there. I mean, Christians have basically been under attack in this country since the beginning of the 2000s. I mean, let's be real, okay? If you are a straight white Christian male, right, you are really under the microscope, okay? I mean, I'm just being real, right? I'm just keeping it all the way 100, okay? I'm just calling it like I see it. Just calling it like I see it. Who thought this was a good idea? Showtime subscription canceled after suffering through one episode. I feel disgusted. Haven't watched it. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, the audience reviews aren't great, right? Now, obviously, some of these people probably actually haven't watched it. They just watched the trailer and gave a review. But I'm just saying, it's still pretty bad, okay? It's still pretty bad. Now, with that being said, we're going to watch a little bit of episode 1 here, just so that you guys can get the gist of what's in episode 1. And just so you guys know, this has about 25,000 views and 400 likes to 7K dislikes, right? 7,000 dislikes, okay? So that means about 1 out of 3.5 people dislike episode 1, and obviously Showtime once again turned off the comments. I don't understand. Why produce content and you don't want to get feedback on it, right? Why produce the content if you don't want people to comment on it, okay? Maybe because they know that it's terrible and that people hate it, okay? So let's actually watch a couple parts of this full episode here that I actually watched some of, just so I can get a gist of what was actually, in the show. What is the show about? And you guys shouldn't be surprised. It truly is about just hating white people. That really is what it's about. So let's watch here.
And so when you talk about the history of white people, you should probably research it the same way you would research a business. Check out the Yelp review. And Yelp will tell the story. Well, if somebody looked up America and America was on Yelp, America would have a 1 star, and that is only because you can't do less than 1.
Oh, really? Look at this, guys. Look at this propaganda right here. Okay, it's a review, okay, of the United States of America, and it's from Gons. It says, most of the gringos I know love it here, but that's because they get better service. When me and my gente come here, we're told to go back to Mexico, and we're Honduran. This place is obsessed with illegals. Maybe it's why they have too many effing prisons, and all they talk about is stop the steal. That makes some major huevos to talk about stealing on stolen land. I mean, this is just woke nonsense, right? You made up a fake review to try to act like America's such a terrible place. So if America's such a terrible place, then leave, right? All the people in this documentary, it's funny how they spend so much time hating on America, right? And all the white people that live here, but yet they won't leave. They love staying here, taking a check from the white man, right? Because all these people that got paid to participate in this documentary, I guarantee you the check is coming from the white man, right? But yet you claim you hate the white man so much. But yet you take his money and you stay on the land that you claim the white man stole. If the land is stolen, why are you staying here, right? If it's so bad for so-called people of color, why are you here? I don't understand. Do these people have Stockholm syndrome? That's what I'm starting to think at this point, okay? You're in love with your abuser. You have to be. Because every time I look, you always complain about how bad it is, but yet you're still here, taking advantage of it, right? Enjoying the benefits. It's incredible.
Nobody lies to themselves better than white Americans.
Any white person that doesn't see how there's been many iterations to continue to have white people in power just doesn't care. I think that there's a level of dismissal there, and to just say I'm not like my ancestors, it's also just not true.
You know what's so crazy?
Wait. So, again, you're just assuming that, white people who had nothing to do with what happened in the past, what their ancestors did, you're just assuming, no, you are like your ancestors. You're just like them, right? Again, this right here, guys, it is a gross smear of a whole group of people. And they don't even pretend like it's not. That's the crazy part. Usually when people do stuff like this, they'll say, oh, no, it's just a certain group of white people. They're not even doing it. They're just saying, no, it's all white people. That's literally what they're doing here. Okay? They're not even trying to use any nuance, anything like that.
White people are always telling black people to get over slavery. But white people have never gotten over losing the Civil War.
What? What? Bruh, white people have never got over losing the Civil War. What are you talking about? They're literally trying to say that all white people are Confederates. Okay, doesn't matter if you have family, ancestors that was on the side of the Union, right? Doesn't matter. Don't matter. White people are all Confederates. According to this logic, white people have never got over losing the Civil War. Did white people not fight the Civil War? I'm pretty sure white people fought the Civil War. That was a majority of the people that fought the Civil War. Bruh, wow. My mind is blown. Okay, my mind is blown.
They're the ones stuck living in the past with they cracker barrel asses.
Oh my God.
It's the same thing with Trump.
Whoa.
They still can't accept the fact that his sorry ass lost.
But not all white people voted for Trump. Not all white people voted for Trump. What is going on here? I don't understand.
Ain't that something? White people are a trip.
How do you feel?
Oh my God. All right. Let me fast forward to this one.
There is a belief that their lives and their value, that they're worth something. That is part of the privilege of being white, is always being valued.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. When it comes to value, you should value yourself, right? Before anybody else can value you, you have to value yourself. Okay? A lot of these people, I'm gonna tell you, they're doing a whole lot of hating because they have low self-esteem. They have low self-esteem. And people like Jamel Hill, she definitely has low self-esteem. When you value yourself, when you love yourself, you don't give a damn about what other people think about you because you know your worth. But a lot of these people, they seek validation from other people. And they feel like white people aren't validating them enough. And that's why they get so hurt and upset.
What annoys you about white people?
I think what annoys me most about white people is the feigned ignorance that their whiteness is not a problem for everybody else.
Oh my
like,
God.
You know that everybody else is not getting what you get, and why are you acting brand new? It's when they pretend like they're the victim. That's when I can't take it. What's also annoying is when they kill us. That's annoying.
But it's not annoying when black people kill black folks, right? Which, again, it's statistically speaking, the biggest threat to black people is another black person, specifically a black man. That's not annoying. But when a white person kills a black person, right, that's annoying. Somebody make it make sense.
White fragility is crying because you were accused of racism versus acting on challenging yourself to be not racist.
Oh my God.
White womaning. Thank goodness that we came up with Karens. So we can finally say, hey, you, this is a unique form of white bullshit that white women are employing.
I hear you have a problem with these gentlemen having a barbecue here at the lake. What's going on?
It's illegal to have a charcoal grill in the park here.
No, it's not actually. I just looked at the map.
What is a Karen? A Karen was organized as a way to talk about the white person that goes into the establishment and asks for the manager.
But nowadays, the term Karen is used to describe any person that's annoying like that, right? Any annoying woman that, is doing the things that these women are doing in videos. I've seen black women be called Karens, right? Hispanic women be called Karens. Asian women be called Karens. Right? The whole Karen thing, that's not even just, honestly, that don't even just apply to white women anymore.
On police on an 8-year-old little girl, you can hide all you want. The whole world gonna see you, boo.
Those are also the people that call the police on black people, right? Those are also the people who date black people to absolve themselves of their racism.
Okay, so white people only date black folks so that you can be absolved of racism. It's not because you legitimately like black people, okay? And that you legitimately are attracted to black people. No, that can't be it. You only are dating black people because you want to absolve yourself of your racism. It makes you feel good. Bro, I just get.
How's that feel? Get out now.
For real?
There's 3 numbers I could dial. 911. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Get out.
What white people have started to do is they have started to say that's a Karen, right? And that's the part where I'm like, nah, all of you are Karens.
See what I'm saying?
Every single last one of you.
See what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. They're not even trying to say, hey, it's just a certain group of white people that we're talking about. They're trying to smear a whole race. I don't see how in the world this type of stuff is acceptable. But if somebody made a documentary series saying everything's gonna be all black and talked about basically how much they hate black people and how annoying black people are and how black people mess up everything, it wouldn't even be allowed on the internet, right? You wouldn't even allow it on the internet, okay? Now, again, that's not to say that this should be banned, because I think that, hey, if you can have this, somebody else can make something like this and say everything's gonna be all black and say the same things, right? But again, obviously, that's not the society that we're living in right now, okay? But then these people want to talk about privilege. Who actually has privilege? Privilege is being allowed to openly say stuff like this with no ramifications or real consequences, to not be censored. That's privilege, okay? But again, thank God that society as a whole is not falling for this and that they're rejecting this type of racist propaganda, okay? I'm really happy to see that, because, you know, because all the reviews I've seen, all the people that have reacted to this stuff, they've all come out and said, this is terrible. We don't like this. We don't endorse this. This is not what we want, right? Which tells you exactly how Americans really feel about each other when it comes to the race issue, and that the race issue is really being played up by the mainstream liberal media and a small group of woke revolutionaries and race hustlers on the left. That's really what it tells you. So yeah, this documentary, or whatever you want to call it, it's as racist as you think, right? Just judging by the first episode, okay? It truly does not disappoint in that department. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.